What's up, my quarantining friends? I hope all of you guys are being safe at home. Today's an exciting day. I got a great upper body workout for you guys. I'm gonna be targeting shoulders. I almost just said chest, and triceps. So the great thing about this workout is that all you need is your body, a resistance band, and the desire to get fit. In this video, I briefly mention the rep ranges and kind of all the different variations. But if you guys want the full, organized, and complete workout, I have it pasted in the description below. So you can just go down, take a screenshot, and have it on your phone. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. But for this video, I'm gonna be showing you guys clips of me doing all the exercises. And as I do them, I'm going to be talking over and kind of just pointing out all the key tips and elements of each exercise, just to make sure that going into this workout, you guys know how to get the most out of each exercise. If you guys like these body weight oriented exercises, please like this video, subscribe to this channel because I'll be coming out with a lot more workouts like this in the very near future. But without further ado, here's the workout. Alright, these are the exercises that we have in store for today. Don't worry about copying this down right now. I'm posting the entire workout in the description below. Starting off are Pike Pushups. These are really great for shoulders. They're kind of an easier version of Handstand Pushups, which are great for me because I'm really trying to work on perfecting my Handstand Pushups. For this exercise, I'm trying to put as much weight over my hands to sort of imitate a real handstand. I tried to do as many reps as I could for each set. In hindsight, don't do Pike Push-ups before Handstand Push-ups because it makes it substantially harder. So as you guys can see here, my handstand isn't that bad. My back is arched a lot, but besides from that, I can do a handstand push-up, and to be honest with you, I have not been practicing it for that long, so it's really fun. You guys will be able to see me progress at this movement, and hopefully you guys will be doing it alongside with me because it really is a great movement. So for this next exercise, you guys will need a band. I use a very light resistance for this one, but these are the diagonal lateral raises. You want to get into an athletic stance and place one end of the band underneath the foot of the opposite shoulder you're lifting. Then, as you can see, you pull across your body into what is normally a lateral raise. I really try to control the negative on this, which is what resistance bands are really great for. And for these, since it's a really low weight, I aim for higher volume sets, so around 12 to 15 reps per set, all while maintaining really strict control of the movement. So on the topic of mind-muscle connection, it's really important to think hard about activating your side delt at the beginning of this movement. You don't want your hand and sort of the lower half of your arm to take control over this movement. You really want to make sure that you have control through your side delt and let that be the primary mover of this movement. So these are what I call external shoulder rotations. I used to do them a lot during baseball, and they helped maintain strong shoulder mobility. It's really important to key in on your rear delts for this exercise because if you can lock into that mind-muscle connection, then this will really benefit you guys. I would aim for about 8 to 10 really slow and controlled reps. Generally speaking, the rear delt is neglected a lot, and whenever we do a lot of push movements, we want to make sure that we do a lot of pull and rear delt movements just to stabilize and sort of balance out all the muscles in our shoulder. This also helps prevent injuries in the future and posture issues. Alright, now we got push-ups. These are where variations are going to come into play. Our first set is just normal push-ups though, so you want to be focusing on good and slow control. Since this is a normal push-up variation, I'm going to try and go for volume, which is about 12 to 15 reps. Now, notice how my back is straight and I'm keeping my shoulders back and chest forward. You really want to make sure that this movement is all about chest. Focus on a slow tear on the way down and squeeze your chest for dear life on the way up. So wide grip push-ups are a really great variation for push-ups. I find that doing wide grip tends to stress the outer part of my chest near my armpit and kind of up to my shoulder. I like doing these because it just places tension in different areas than a normal push-up. Doing normal push-ups all the time can get boring, so it's really great to be able to spice things up and try different variations for a push-up. Oh baby! Hope you guys are not sick of push-ups, because next we got deep stretch push-ups. I would go out of your way to find something a bit more stable than just wobbly dumbbells to balance on, just to be safe. But these are absolutely killer push-up variations. For this style of push-up, you really want to control your negative as best you can. Really feel the chest tear as you get down to the bottom of the movement. One thing to be cautious of though is your shoulder. It's really easy to fall too deep into a stretch, which then makes your shoulder feel not so great. So maintain control, find the point where you've gotten the deep stretch without jeopardizing your shoulder, and then push up to the top and squeeze. Alright, these have to be one of the hardest push-up variations that I know. So these are called static holds, and they're really great when all you're working with is body weight. One thing that they really force you to do is to keep structural integrity throughout the movement. You want to make sure that your scapulas are being squeezed back behind you, your lower back is straight, and your chest is forward. So it really forces you to keep that concentration on your chest throughout the whole movement. You can see here at the end that I'm gassed. My chest is always burning after this one. So right after holds, we go into negatives. So for this variation, we're prioritizing the eccentric movement. So for every single rep, count to 5 on the way down and then explode upwards like a normal push-up. Remember to focus on keeping your shoulders back and chest forward so you can really get a good stretch going here. Chances are at this point, after having done static holds and now doing negatives, you guys are probably gassed, but this is where it really counts. You want to see how far you can go after feeling the burn. Maintain structural integrity and get some good last reps in. So dips are a classic chest exercise and a great thing to throw in there if all you have is body weight. If you don't have rings, find 2 stable chairs or benches or boxes or whatever you may have. You've definitely got something that can work. When doing these, make sure to keep your elbows closed and don't stretch your shoulder too much. So here I'm doing negatives. Now you may notice that I'm leaning over quite a lot. Now in my experience, when you lean further over like I am, it places a lot more emphasis in your chest rather than your triceps, which if you're not really careful about, you'll kind of prioritize more of. So in an attempt to just make sure I'm getting the most in from my chest, I lean over, really emphasize my mind muscle connection, which I know I've said a lot, but I focus on getting a really good stretch on the triceps, baby. Our first exercise for this muscle is close hand push-ups. For this regular version that we're doing, keep a steady and controlled pace for each rep. When you go down, try to slow yourself by pushing into the ground with the force of your triceps and controlling that movement all the way down to the ground. When you're at the bottom, try isolating your triceps to push yourself up. This exercise isn't for chest, so unlike the other push-ups we've done, we want to try and avoid prioritizing our chest and focus mainly on triceps. Alright guys, so tricep bench dips are a pretty common one. I like these a lot because they're very simple and you can do a great burnout using them. I aim for anywhere between 15 to 20 reps, and I know that is on the higher end, but trust me, this is a great exercise to do that with. Quick note, notice how my hands are pointing away from me. This has helped me reduce a ton of stress in my shoulder, which I used to experience when doing this exercise. So if you guys do have shoulder kind of pain when you do this exercise, I would really suggest you try this alternated hand position. It could actually help you out. So you can see from this angle how your shoulder might be in kind of a sticky situation. For this reason, I go pretty slow in this movement just to make sure that I don't go too far and put stress on my shoulder. And I really try and stress locking out at the top. Alrighty guys, these tricep band kickbacks are our last exercise. These are a great finisher, and if I'm not mistaken, they hit the horseshoe part of your tricep. I've always enjoyed this exercise because it is always hard. Now, I just want to point out that when you do this, you want your arm to be a bit more parallel to the ground than mine is. I have mine pointing slightly towards the ground. Not ideal, but also not the end of the world. What's more important is keeping your elbow tight and immobile next to you. Keep the triceps in control at all times. No swaying. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all liked this video. I hope you guys do this workout. I'm telling you, it's killer. But I'm really happy to give you guys this type of content. My goal is to help all of you out who are in quarantine and don't have your beloved gyms with all of the weight that's sitting in there right now, waiting to be used. Hopefully this whole thing doesn't last much longer, but for the time being, I will be more than happy to give you guys more content like this. So stay tuned for the next video because it will be coming out soon. But until then, stay safe and stay fit, guys. See ya.